All right, welcome back to the Just People podcast, the podcast that reminds you that we're all just people. This is my friend Jhon. I'm Richard, and today we're going to be talking about COVID. And so what specifically are we going to talk about, though, Jhon?
I guess, like, the experience and...
Like, how was your 2020? I guess it's still existing, so 2020 to 2021.
Like, I told you what happened to me when COVID started, right?
Yeah, but let's get into it. Like,
Okay.
First of all, where were you, like, at least for me, right, in San Francisco, it was March 18th,
Oh, okay.
2020.
Yeah.
But were you in the Philippines when this started?
No, it started when I was here.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it's funny.
Damn, so you had the idea, like, fuck it, I'm gonna travel.
Yeah, because I never thought about it was just gonna escalate to that point where everything just shuts down and, like, all the country is on a lockdown.
You thought it was just panic?
Yeah, like, I
Oh,
thought
okay.
some people were like, oh, it's just gonna stay in Wuhan or in China, right? But I never really thought that it would just escalate like that.
Yeah. I don't think anyone did,
So,
except Bill Gates.
really?
Dude, he predicted
He called
it.
it out?
He
What the fuck?
He called it. He's been saying, but at the same time, it's kind of like how those like economic analysts claim cry recession every single year. Of course, they're gonna be right one of these days. But at the same time, it is something very specific, like a freaking pandemic. So I gotta give him credit.
Damn, he probably made a lot of money. Smart moves.
That's why people are not liking him during this. They call it the plandemic.
Like he planned
Because
something during the pandemic?
if he called it right, then wouldn't he somehow be able to profit off of it somehow, like without us knowing?
Do you think he did profit?
Do I
out
think
of it?
he's profiting?
He's probably profiting out of it, right? Or Microsoft, the company. The company
Oh
itself?
yeah. Well, he doesn't own Microsoft anymore. He owns. I mean, he doesn't work for Microsoft anymore. He's
Okay.
retired, but he owns Microsoft shares.
Okay,
He's like one of their biggest shareholders.
I see.
So yeah, if Microsoft does well, then like he does well.
He's making a lot.
But other than that, like he donates a lot of money. He's been donating to make like cheaper vaccines.
Okay,
So yeah, I think he's yeah.
but
So-
yeah, like during that time, like March, something happened in the Philippines where a volcano erupted.
No way.
Yeah, like during that.
You never told me that.
Yeah, no, during that time, like this volcano just erupted out of nowhere. It's pretty close by to
Where you live?
my city.
Where you live?
Because like the ashfall, it's coming down
Oh
there.
snap! No way.
Yeah, like the ashfall is coming down there, and I already planned on like still going to the Philippines. And the only thing
Wait. Oh, so the
eruption
pandemic hit and the eruption happened.
happened. Yes, and I still plan on
And you're
going.
like, I'm going to the Philippines.
Dude, that was my first time, and that was like I was gonna meet up with someone, and
Damn, you had that high IQ. You were like, damn, ticket prices must be hella low right now. Like, damn.
the ticket price was already adjusted to like before because it was already in advance. So
Oh, that sucks.
when
That
I was
sucks.
in the plane, I was only worried about shit. If this volcano erupts again when I'm there, I don't know what to do.
But how bad was it?
It was a pretty big explosion. It was a pretty
Explosion?
like it's a
You
pretty
mean
big
eruption?
eruption.
Yeah.
Eruption. It's a pretty big eruption.
Freaking Oh, shit.
just blows up.
One day, everyone's just chilling.
Yo, the Pompeii.
Damn. How close was it, though? Like, if we're talking, like, here to LA, where would it be?
Probably. I think it was an hour. So
Like, is it like San Jose?
San Francisco, and so like Sacramento is 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
What's like around like 1.5?
Damn.
Probably like one
and a
hour
half?
to 1.5. Like San
Damn.
Jose, I guess San Jose, and then
That's pretty wild.
Valle. Like Valle was like
Yeah.
30 minutes, right?
That's not important. One and a
Okay.
half. I got it.
All right, I got you. All right, so
That's all that matters.
and then when I was in the Philippines, I
Mm-hmm.
landed. Everything is chill, just hanging out with my cousins, with my family.
Mm-hmm.
1 week after, pandemic is just everyone's talking about it. The next thing we know,
Oh, so it wasn't big at the time?
it wasn't like, but people were,
This was
already-
like April?
this was March.
Oh, well, okay.
This was March, and
So you went as soon as it happened?
like the month it happened.
Wow, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Because actually, wait, wasn't COVID? They found out about COVID during like this January
They found out in December.
or December,
Yeah.
right?
Hey, angle your mic a little. No, like here, rotate with this thing.
This?
Yeah.
Down?
Oh, that works. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
But-
Go on.
But
They found out in December, like late December, early January.
Okay.
Like I already heard.
Yeah, so I already knew about it when
Yeah.
I was heading to the Philippines,
Yeah.
and it wasn't really, like I said.
I really didn't think anything of it though, because like you hear about these outbreaks all the time in like the Middle East, China.
You know, there was a lot of things that was going on during that year, like 2020.
Dude, that year was crazy. Like, so I was gonna bring up, since you mentioned the ash, you weren't here, right, when the wildfires were happening?
And LA, right?
No, it was here too.
okay.
There was one day, it was really sick. You had to be there. Like, bad for the planet, I'm sorry, but really sick for my experiences. Like the sky, you went outside,
It's really orange,
it
right?
was so orange.
Yeah.
Were you here?
No, I think I was here. I think
Are you sure?
I was
That was
there.
during pandemic, I believe.
I think it was before I left.
Are you serious?
Is this like around February or before March?
Honestly, I forgot.
So if because I remember that one time, like
So you were here.
yeah,
I mean, you would remember. The sky was orange.
yeah, because like there was a time where
Okay.
it was in the morning. I think it was in the afternoon, and it's supposed to be lights out.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But my room
Yeah.
was fucking dark.
Dude.
So-
I was
So I opened my blinds. Yo, what the fuck? I
Yeah.
thought it was the end of the world,
Dude,
bro.
for
I thought
real.
it was
It
the end
really,
of the world.
if there were any indication that the world was ending, that
was
would
that.
be, yeah.
It was that.
I woke up not that late, maybe like 9, right? Ready to go to work.
Yeah.
Cuz we started at 10. Sam woke me up. She was like, "Hey, look at the time." And I was like, "What? What do you mean? Like, why are you waking me up at like 5?" And then I turn around, look at the time. I'm like, "It's 9? Why is it so dark?" So
It
then,
was just mindful.
yeah. So then I go to that door over there in my living room.
Uh-huh.
I open it, dude. I was bewildered. Like I didn't know what to think. So I went to wake up QB. I was like, "Yo, guess what time it is?"
It's time to go, bro. We gotta go. We gotta
Yo,
pack.
Get the water.
But you know, crazy thing that like about people when
What a
the
crazy-
pandemic happened was people were buying toilet papers, which I did not understand.
I don't get it. Do you poop more? Like when you got the Rona? Is that confirmed? Like
I don't know whose idea is it
Yeah,
to
right.
like or who someone must have said like I gotta get toilet.
I don't
paper.
understand. I understand the
Water?
I understand water. I understand hand sanitizer. I don't understand
Toilet
the
papers.
demand with toilet paper. What is the deal? I think it's because it doubles down as like if you need napkins
Okay, yeah.
and you need toilet paper or
Yeah.
you need tissues, like it's
Like-
multi-purposeful, you know?
Yeah, like okay, as a Filipino, right? There was this joke where like we as Filipino, we're gonna be fine because I told you this, right? I told you this.
Yeah.
Like we don't need no.
Yeah, yeah.
We got that tabo.
Yeah.
That tabo. And
Tabo.
We just need water to wipe.
Let's
our
go to
ass,
Lake
and it's
Tabo.
cleaner, and it's fucking cleaner. Because you say like you're touching poop, right? I mean, you wash your hands, and it saves the planet.
Whatever you say, man.
But yeah, like when I think
I don't feel comfortable touching
Washing. your poop.
my butthole.
Yeah.
Like anytime. All right. Nonetheless, like irregardless of whether I poop or not, especially though, if there's poop
Do you not scratch your ass?
not in through my pants, no.
Like
Do you?
Oh. You do exactly.
Hey, but sometimes if you do touch your butthole, like outside of your pants, and there's still
still a
smell.
smell.
So
It
imagine
goes
touching
through.
the actual thing. Ooh,
Hey,
sour.
just human nature, bro. It's a part of the process. But yeah,
Hey, that's why this podcast, just people.
but
We're just people, man.
it was the time where, yeah, like I said, like Filipinos were talking about like, oh, we're gonna be fine. We don't need no fucking toilet paper. Like, what are we gonna use that for? Like you said, people will use it as a napkin. You just have towel. Just wash your hands.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like with water. That's
Are you talking
fine.
about like a
Like, I don't get
like
why.
a bath towel
Yeah, no, like not just like
or like,
a
a paper
napkin to
towel?
wipe your fucking face off.
Sure.
You know, like
Oh, I personally don't even use napkins. I
Yeah.
use them at work, but at home I just go to the sink.
and wash my face.
Yeah.
But that's why, like, I do not get why people got toilet paper.
Yeah, me neither.
So much of it. Like, people were fighting over
Dude,
it. Dude,
so like in this household, Sam, QB, and I, Sam and I just go to Costco, and then we buy like one pack.
like 12 pack.
I don't know how much. It's pretty big. And then we store it in our couch. And it takes us like a couple months, maybe more.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Between 3 people, how much are you pooping? How much are you like? Like I said, we don't use them as napkins or anything.
Right.
Just strictly wiping your butt.
Right. Yeah. Like, it's so stupid. I really think it's a I don't know what the fuck what people are thinking. Like, I want to know what people were thinking. Like, people who actually bought like 7 bundles of like those big ass.
I don't understand.
I don't know. Like,
They got too much money and too much time on their hands.
What else were people buying during that time that was like you think it was dumb?
Hand sanitizer.
I mean, hand sanitizer is
It's good, but like, how much do you need?
Oh yeah.
I just keep one bottle in the car. If we go to a store or anything, and I remember I touched like a handle. Excuse the dog sounds, by the way. There's a dog right outside. Like if I touch the door handle, then I'll remember on the way back to the car, like sanitize. That's it. I don't. When do you use hand sanitizer?
Honestly,
like when?
When it's just I feel like it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like I have. It's like it's not in my daily routine. I mean, it might sound like bad for like, oh, what the fuck? You don't sanitize your hands? I mean, I wash my hands with soap and water. Right?
People are gonna judge us, but like, hold up. How long has COVID been a thing?
For like what, a year now? Probably more.
And how many times have you gotten COVID?
0. Even if I wanted to get COVID, I never got COVID.
Exactly, me neither. And I've like, I used to be pretty scared of it. Like I used to, like when I go out and I see hella people, it's still a little uncomfortable. But
actually, where the difference between us though, even though like for me, like I didn't have a lot of exposure, but you did because you traveled during that time, right?
What do you mean you traveled too? You went on a plane?
No, but that was like it was already quarantine. Like we were all aware.
Oh, in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like even when I was in the Philippines during the pandemic, I stayed home. Like I could not go out. But still then, like,
no, for the most part, like we here in this house, we stayed home too. It's just I guess Sam and I, we had like an itch, like it's hard to stay indoors
of course.
So long. Like you didn't want to go anywhere when you were in the Philippines. Like
I wanted to, but they wouldn't let me out.
They wouldn't even let you.
And there was like everything was closed. There was nowhere to go.
Yeah,
nothing
but
to
like
do.
For example, like Sam and I, we went to the outdoors. Like you can't stop that, right?
Right.
Yeah. Like we went to Utah, we went to the Grand Canyon,
And was it like there was a lot of people there with you?
No, there weren't a lot of people at the national parks at all. But however, we did make a stop at LA and Las Vegas. And,
you told me you went to Vegas.
Yeah, we went to Vegas, and dude, in Vegas, no one was wearing a mask.
No one gives a fuck.
No one's wearing a mask, like barely. It feels very uncomfortable. And like, there's outdoor dining. There's indoor dining. There's indoor dining.
Okay.
Actually, indoor dining is open now.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Oh, that's good.
I believe Sam told me that.
Slowly.
And I heard Texas reopened too, like completely. So it's gonna be interesting to watch.
Like a curiosity that I had was like most of my friends were traveling outstate, or some of them were outside California, and it was different. For different state, they had like different rules. Like it wasn't as strict when you have to wear a face mask, or you can't go out, you can't be here and shit like that.
Same way.
I guess it's just the population and the exposure that we have in California.
Well, not necessarily. It's honestly, I blame Trump. I don't want to get into this. But like when hit the fan.
Right.
When things hit the fan, he basically diffused all responsibility to himself, and he put it in the hands of each state. It's like, every state is different, so you guys handle it like your own way. However, I think it could have been handled much better if someone at the very top, aka president, just demanded everybody wear a mask, stay inside if you don't need to go outside.
Yeah.
Like work from home if you don't need to go to the office.
Yeah.
You know, all these things. But the fact that he never laid down the law,
Mm-hmm.
and like that's what pisses me off because he's all about law and order, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes time to like emergency, like he was like, oh, it's up to you guys.
No, yeah, I completely get it, cause like when we're stuck at home, you're on your phone. You see these videos of people just having a confrontation where like Walmart vendor or like a clerk has having like asking like someone like, hey, can you just wear your face mask? And I don't know why, but they don't know how to wear properly the mask. Some people
think about people at work. Like sometimes some of the customers they come in and their face mask is like here, and I'm like, oh, can you put on your mask, please? And they'll put it right here.
Yeah,
like
but that's different though, because that's a different group.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's a different group.
Different demographic.
Yeah, but I'm talking about just regular people.
True. But I even see regular people like
do that.
Like put it right here and like nose out.
Yeah. For
What?
us or for me.
What do you mean?
Every time I talk,
yeah.
my mask just fucking drops.
Yeah,
because my nose is not like
same. We got
long
like the
enough,
same
I guess.
nose. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very flat. Because we're Asian.
Yeah, one time we were talking to our Karen, like our boss at like, the kitchen boss or the manager. Like it was so weird because I was talking to her and then my mask is just fucking falling down to my face, and I'm like, yeah. So like we were, we were doing that. It just keeps fucking repeating.
Every time we're in public, Salmon always reminding me like, hey, pull out the mask, pull it. It's so annoying. It's so annoying because when I just talk, it just slides down. I don't know if it's the mask, but it can't be the mask because everyone wears the same mask.
But yeah, going back to what you were saying about like Trump should have said like lay down the law, like everyone needs to
like the Duterte.
The Duterte. It would have just
Duterte.
I don't know, probably get you shot or something.
He got a sniper. He's got the best sniper in the Philippines.
Like out there, just fucking waiting.
Out with his like what?
Imagine being a sniper and just looking for people who doesn't wear masks. Like, who the fuck's not wearing a mask today?
It would be a very easy target. You just look at the crowds,
right? I got
boom.
you, bitch.
And then everyone's like, they all spread out. It's like a game. Oh, it's like it's
Sniper
like
shootout. Or
it's
something?
like Alice in Borderland.
Oh,
Like where he's just gunning everybody down.
Oh, yeah,
Spoilers.
Fuck. Hey,
good
you
show,
guys should
though.
watch that.
Lots of good shows.
It's a good show.
Lots of good shows during the pandemic. Not gonna lie, because I don't know.
That is true.
The crazy thing is like, if they did shut down like filming and stuff during the pandemic, a lot of these must have been done pre-pandemic, and then Netflix is just hoarding like hella content.
Yeah, like talking about Netflix, did they make a lot of money during this time?
I think they do. Yeah, I think they did because
they anchored every like I guess TV shows like that's supposed to come out somewhere, and they just like, you know what? Let's just make it a Netflix original.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Or was it already planned as a Netflix?
No,
original?
I don't think so. Well, most of them were, but there were a few instances where, for example, like if you're a movie and movie theaters are just closed, like you're hemorrhaging money if you don't release your movie and like no one watches it. Like you're just paying. I don't know why. I forgot the reason, but you're paying more money like the longer you just hold on to it. Like you have to release it.
Right.
For example, like that James Bond movie.
Is it like a new one?
There's a new one.
Okay.
And like I'm excited for it, but like they're too stubborn and they won't release to a streaming service. Like they just won't.
Does that mean they never really released it, or they did?
They haven't released it. They're waiting.
I haven't really.
I mean, movie theaters are opening now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, if you're just a movie and you don't like release, then you're just losing money. So the smart thing to do
is release it to a streaming.
Is like hook up with a streaming platform, aka Apple TV, Netflix.
And you know what HBO did with Wonder Woman?
HBO, yeah. What do you think of that?
Like doing that, like releasing, I think it's a good thing. Now, like
good thing for us or
for them. Like if for us,
do you think it's a smart decision on behalf of HBO though?
Yeah, if they don't want to keep losing money. If you're talking about like like if you hold on to a film longer, you lose more money, right? So I feel like they decided, you know what, we just gotta release it. Since it's
pretty crazy though, because these are like Hollywood caliber movies.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like a Netflix original.
I understand, right?
Who cares, right? Yeah.
But like, let's say the next Avengers or whatever, like a big Marvel movie comes out in fucking Disney
That's
Plus,
crazy.
then that'll be like, yo, like I think this should come out to a movie
wild.
theater.
Yeah, yeah. I honestly wouldn't even like. I think Black Widow. Like I don't think they're releasing to theaters.
Wait,
I mean, to Disney Plus. My bad.
Yeah, but they're releasing it in theaters.
Only theaters, and I'm kind of happy with that.
Because the experience that you get watching big like
I don't want to watch that,
like that?
on my TV.
I don't.
But for
like,
example, today I believe, this Friday, Disney Plus is releasing Rava. Have you heard of that? Rava and the Last Dragon.
No.
It looks. Like,
oh wait, is it like the cartoon?
It looks like Legend of Korra, but
yeah,
like
I think there's two girls, right?
Something like that.
I think I see something like an ad.
You must have seen the trailer.
Yeah, the trailer.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it's releasing to Disney Plus. However, you gotta pay for that. In the same way
to the specific movie, not
for the movie, not for
So not like HBO
it's
Plus.
So dumb, man. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Like Netflix doesn't charge more for their Netflix originals.
Oh,
it's so stupid.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, but they're trying to profit. And
I mean, it's good for them. Sucks for us, right?
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, people will pay for it.
They will pay for it
because you don't have a choice right now.
You don't. It's like what Apple is doing to like people, like changing a lot of things and just like leaving them out of options. Yeah. Where, like you're just gonna have to.
It's
buy
because the product. Damn, that's like such a compliment. Because the product is that good, right?
Right. Yeah.
To the point where like we know you're not gonna go anywhere else.
And like the trust that you have in Apple product.
With your the relationship built between the product and the consumer. It's just like really stable, so you can just release anything and they will buy into it because like they are technically kind of forced to.
Like, can you name an Apple product that's like, oh, this one sucks, dude? Like, like even the like the Nano, like the small.
That's a really good question. Like, what's a bad Apple product?
Yeah, if you can name one,
man. No, that's a great question, man. I'm stumped. Like, I love the iPad. I love the computers. I love the phones.
Like, for their specific purposes, I think they did pretty good.
Yeah. I was gonna say AirPods for a second, but like, because in terms of quality, AirPods suck. But in terms of what they
Convenient
do, and in terms of what they do, they're great. So I think they're like the number one leading freaking wireless headphone technology, you know?
Yeah, like at first when the AirPods came out, the first one, just like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's stupid.
It looks so dumb.
Yeah, it looked dumb.
Like you just cut off the wire.
Yeah. Like some people were making jokes, like just cut off the wires and just wear them. But look who.
And then exactly.
Like everyone wears them now. Like there was a time.
And if you don't have them, it's a status symbol.
It is a status.
Yeah, if you don't have them, you're a loser.
Because a friend of mine from LA, or who wasn't deployed in the military, he visited San Francisco, and we went to downtown. Everyone we see in downtown, at least let's say like 10 people, you see like 6 of them wearing AirPods, or probably 7, and it's just crazy. Everyone wears an AirPod. A teenager wears an AirPod, like an adult wears an AirPod, like little kids. Everyone wears them.
A little kid would be very happy to receive AirPods for their birthday.
That's a good gift.
Right?
That is a good gift, And then just Apple product in general, just it's a good product. Yeah. It's like it's simple. Like we talked about.
Yeah, it's so simple. Like anyone can use it.
Yeah, like I had a Samsung before, the Note 3.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. That was.
Have you been iPhone ever since?
That after that, yes. Like, wow. And it's crazy because I think after the iPhone 4 or 5, I switched back to the Samsung. Like I tried it for like 14 days. I have like 14 days and then I can return the phone.
Interesting.
I tried it for like 2 days. And it was too much to handle. It's like,
which phone?
It's just, I think the Galaxy S7. Maybe?
I personally can't use any of the Galaxies.
It's just it's a good phone in their own in their own way.
They're really powerful.
It's just too much for me.
Yeah.
Like I get lost in like the menus, like I don't know where to keep track of everything. It's probably because I'm not used to it.
I think like with other tech companies, besides Apple, I think they get too caught up in pleasing their consumer.
Mm.
For example, like one thing that Steve Jobs said, and it really resonates with me. You know how everyone always says like the customer's always right?
Right.
Steve Jobs doesn't think so.
Okay.
He says the customer doesn't know what they want until you put it in their hands.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And that's what Apple does.
Yeah.
Because like they always piss off consumers. Always. But that's just who they are.
That makes sense. Cause like example for the jack, for the
headphone jack. Yeah.
Yeah. People are like, why are you doing this? It doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Now, how do we listen to music?
Yeah.
And then they came out with this
AirPods.
Not the AirPods.
Oh, the dongle.
The dongle.
Which was so stupid at the time. Everyone hated that, and like they're like, "Oh, this is so stupid," because like they just want us to pay more for a dongle.
But eventually, people were buying it.
Yeah.
I think a dongle costs $20.
Oh my God, no!
It's $20.
Gotta be like $5.
That's like an earphone. The old earphone is $25, and the dongle's $20.
Dude, the old earphones are $25.
Yeah.
At the moment.
I think so. Yeah. If you check right now, it should be around $20 to $25.
Bro, that's not worth it. You know how much like quality wise those are?
But I don't know, like
cheap.
Just Apple earphones are good. Like quality wise,
they're sufficient.
Okay, yeah,
it's good enough
sufficient.
to get by.
Yeah, like when I listen to music and I use them, it's okay. I'm getting what I want. Like, because maybe I'm not used to like high quality headsets or high quality. Like,
yeah, no, that's the thing. For most consumers, though, most consumers don't really think about it.
Yeah,
they just want something to play their music.
Right, and just especially when like you're.
And if you can
work,
do that like in a convenient manner, then AirPods is the way to go.
People will buy into it. But we were talking about. About the rest this year, right? About,
we only made it through like 1 month.
I know. We're like, okay, so I was in the Philippines and it was very strict. Like you can't go out. There's only one person per family can go out to go to, the market to buy grocery stuff.
Hazel.
And it was just that. You need to have a pass too. Like you have to have a pass.
That's actually really smart.
Yeah, it was.
I like that.
I think it was necessary for the Philippines to do what they needed to do. Because they couldn't afford, like Filipinos wouldn't be able to afford medical. Wow. It's gonna be really expensive. Like imagine here, like here, if you get what do you call it? What's the word when you go to the hospital and
copay?
No. It's like getting what's the word? But yeah, when you go to the hospital and they told you like, hey, you have COVID, we have to put you
diagnosis.
No, yeah, something like that. And then they found out like you have COVID, you have to stay there for like.
I'm gonna let her in.
Okay.
My bad, but keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
So, I was saying about costs in the U.S. and the Philippines. I mean, it's still gonna be pretty expensive, but it just depends if people can afford it. I saw a case here in the U.S. where someone got confined in the hospital. That's what I was saying. Confined.
Like they were held against their will?
They were held to the like not wait, is that what it means?
Confined, yeah, like when
against their will?
Something like that. Like you don't want to confined generally has like a negative connotation.
Okay.
Like
I mean, I guess they have to because they can't really go out if they have COVID. You know, they would want to stay in even if they don't want to. But the medical bills that you have to pay, like just being in a ventilator or getting those to help you breathe, it's pretty expensive. And Filipinos, they don't have. I don't think they have enough like supplies to support a lot of people in the Philippines, especially the poor side of the country. And so people were very strict. And here there was, people were going outside. There was a protest. There was
they wouldn't have allowed that, huh?
No.
What would they have done though?
There would have been a riot, definitely, for sure. With the Filipino people and the police. And
so the police can like straight up just beat them down.
Maybe like it was just. It would be hard for you to like go against the law in the Philippines. I feel like.
Yeah,
but here, like
it's like that in a lot of Asian countries.
Yeah, but here it's like there's a cop in front of you that tells you that you should go home.
You can like spit on him.
Yeah, and people like disrespect them. You know,
Yeah.
like, but yeah, like the protest, it was insane, right?
The Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, the Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I support the movement, but during that time where
Ooh.
there was, it's like I
Hey,
support.
what you gotta say, bro?
I support the movement. I do support the movement.
I am not attached to this.
It's just during that situation, like pandemic wise, right?
Sure.
Let's say when people saying like,
It was
6
not
feet.
like
away from each other, and then people were like right next to each other. Like it doesn't help the like stopping the spread of the virus.
I agree.
You know,
I think it's definitely sends like the wrong message, because that's one thing that like a lot of like, you know how like a lot of liberals or like left wing people, they take a lot of heat for that from the right, because we're the ones kind of all about rules, right?
Right.
We're like looking out, you know, trying to what's it called, flatten the curve, you know, trying to do our part, and like when the right breaks the rules, we're like, hey, what the hell? But then when things go wrong, like they're up in arms and they all go outside and they get into groups, they huddle up, you know. So like I see what you're saying. It's like pretty hypocritical to like want to stop the pandemic, but at the same time
support.
You're going outside. No, it's not hypocritical to support the Black Lives Matter, but it's hypocritical
to say to not go outside because
it's hypocritical.
This is us talking about mainly about pandemic. You know, like yes, we get it. The Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah, we get it. Black Lives. Yeah. Damn, bro. That's all.
You're making it sound like it's controversial.
That's all, John.
But no, like all right, Black Lives Matter. You know, they did what they needed to do and showed that something has to be done, right? It's enough is enough. I get that, completely get that. But pandemic wise, it's
it's a little irresponsible.
You got to think about other people too. Like, yes, you might have strong immune system. You go home, you have your grandma, your mom, you know, weak.
Yeah.
Or maybe someone who just doesn't have a strong immune system as you.
That's the whole reason for why lockdown is actually important.
Yeah.
Because if it were up to some people, for example, would it surprise you if I told you this? Transmission rates are actually pretty low, like outdoors. You know that? Like, it doesn't really spread outside.
Okay, it spreads when...
It's mostly indoor.
Indoor, okay.
It's actually...
like drinking the same cup,
breathing the same air. Because it has to do with the droplets, right?
Okay.
In your breath. So let's say, you know, we're indoor, we don't have a mask, and we're breathing on objects.
Right.
Right?
Oh, no, I get it now. Yeah, it makes sense.
It's like we're not breathing on each other, but we're breathing on objects. These are called fomites.
Okay.
I learned this from a movie. A really good movie, Contagion, if you haven't watched it. Have you watched it?
I think I've heard. Is it on Netflix?
Check it out. It's so good. And it's literally COVID. Like, but he made it 8 years ago.
Was this in a hotel or something?
It had part of it. But
okay.
What was I saying? So when we're in a group, when we're in a group, it's not like us breathing on each other. For example, let's say I breathe on the door.
Okay, yeah.
And then everyone goes to the door, and we all, you know, leave the room and grab the door, and then everyone gets sick. Okay, that's how it spreads. For example, that's why places like the bus are so dangerous. Because that's where it
really just stays there.
That's where like people from different walks of life gather in one spot, right? It's really bad because what you want, for example, is like us. We work together. You know, we live close together. So like, I see you all the time. Right. Meaning, like, I am more secure with you than a random stranger on the bus. On the bus. Okay. Especially with Sam, though. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm not concerned that Sam is gonna give me COVID, or if she does, then it's too late, anyways. But that's why I'm more comfortable having you over than, you know, a friend I haven't seen in a while, because you don't know where they go. Right. But I know where you go. You go to work and then you go back home. So that's that pandemic life, though. Hey. But it's about the fomites in a room
Yeah,
or in a
'cause
bus.
it makes sense when you say that. Like when you're outside, it doesn't really transmit.
No,
like
no.
being like outside because there was some like that during
Dude,
that
outside it goes anywhere.
during that protest or a lot of things that happened. Like people were gathering outside, and they like most of those people didn't even get sick.
No, they
You know?
did not.
It's like
They
most of
actually did not.
Yeah, and you were saying about like people just being inside this one place that's this, like a bus, like a house or like a restaurant, and then you have this random stranger and just beating on like the table or the door or like some object, and then
That's why indoor dining is like so bad.
and that's when you start transmitting all these disease or this
Transmission
virus,
is really high. Yeah.
because like the contact is a lot more there's more contact than being outside, like meeting with like not a processor. Like I'm gonna fucking just go away from that. I ain't trying to like say some shit and then this motherfucker is like
This guy's all lives matter. Hey, what's up, everybody? So that's all we got for right now. Jhon will probably return to the set soon. If you guys liked him, like the
podcast.
like the podcast, share it with your friends. I gotta
Share
move my
it.
car now. All right, peace.
Thank you. Bye bye.